Hello folks, back in 2023, this is Dickerson. You're watching the Dickerson Bluegrass Talk Show on YouTube and on Facebook. Brought to you by the Dickerson Bluegrass Productions, one of the finest media companies all around the world, bluegrass music. And here's the Dickerson Bluegrass Talk Show on YouTube and Facebook. Stay tuned for the interviews. Hello folks, this is Dickerson of the Dickerson Bluegrass Talk Show, brought to you by the Dickerson Bluegrass Productions, one of the finest media companies all around the world, bluegrass music. And today I'm here at the Hills of Home in McClure, Virginia again, and good friend, today's Friday, here with the man who used to play with Dr. Ralph Stanley and the Clinch Mountain Boys, now playing with the Sandy Hook Boys, the one and only Sammy Adkins. Wasn't for you, we wouldn't have the Sandy Hook Boys.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
Appreciate you.
You're welcome, Sammy. How you doing?
I'm doing fine.
That's good. And you had a great first set.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. And you're going to have a great second set too.
Yeah, I think we're going to 6:45. I believe it is.
Oh yes. And tell me, this is great history here at the Dr. Ralph Stanley's Festival. But what do you like about the festival here at the Hills of Home?
Well, you know, this is where the mountain music started at. That's where I got my start at with the Stanley Brothers. And I sung lead for Dr. Ralph Stanley 4 years and had a good time. We had a good sound and got along good and done a lot of trading and on the road a lot. You know, we played it back in 4 or 5 days a week. But Ralph was just a fine fella, and he was straight up. You know, he wasn't no nothing about him. wasn't straight. He was just straight up as he could be. Good boss man, one of the finest.
Oh yes, and you're one of the great boss men too with your current group. But let's
talk about your. I learned a lot off of Ralph through the years on the road. A lot of stuff that I need to learn, and I'm glad I did.
That's good. And you have a great group also. You're being the boss of your group. Who's your members in the band?
Well, you know, Junior Blankenship. He's playing lead guitar. He has for the last several years, and he played with Ralph for about 20 years, I guess, off and on. And which he was with Ralph when I started singing lead with Ralph. Junior was playing lead guitar, and one of the finest guys that you ever want to meet. Well, just like brothers, you know, all the band members, you know, Ralph, Jack, Curly Ray, they was all good people. But in my band, it's Junior Blankenship, Doris Sears, Danny Davis, and Zach Wright.
Oh, yes.
And myself.
And you've been playing guitar rhythm guitar, right? And what type of guitar do you play?
I can play lead too, cross pick stuff, but I always, when I'm singing, I always like to have somebody to play the lead guitar.
What type of guitar do you play on stage?
Well, what I'm playing right now is the Blue Ridge. And I've got a Blue Ridge, one of the Carter Stanley guitars that Jenny, his daughter, they vended me up on the stage. It's been probably 6, 7 years ago, I guess. And his last one was presented on the stage when Dr. Ralph Stanley was there. Me and him sang a song on it when they give it to me. And that makes it special. And back when I started with Ralph, they had the festival right down here in the holler. And man, I'll tell you what, that was one of the finest places I ever. I feel like singing real good there. It just, look out there, like that hillside full of people, that sound was just bursting down up the top of the hill. I mean, it's just a wonderful place.
Yeah, and learning the history we talked about earlier, what stands out for you every time you come here? It's a great festival, and what's your thoughts about coming back when you're coming back every time? And speaking of great music the Stanley Brothers have ever done here? Well,
you know, like I said, this is where it started at, and I started out playing the Stanley Brother music, and I had to work pretty hard, you know, to get the job, because I mean, I studied all through the years, trying to get a start. That's the reason why I try to help all these younger generations that are going to be on stage, you know, try to help them out. Because I know I had to do it the hard way. Nobody didn't help me. I had to do it on my own.
Oh.
And I learned a lot, you know, through the years, and just glad to be a part of the mountain music.
Yes, sir. And you got a CD with you? And can we share the CD?
That's a nice Leonard Stacy gave me that. Some songs he wrote. Oh. It's not one of mine.
Oh, sorry about that. Well, there's a nice CD, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I've got about 12 or 13 CDs.
That's pretty cool. And thanks so much, Sammy. And always good having you.
You're welcome.
And it's good having you first time on the talk show, but always good to see you.
You too. Thank you. I appreciate it.
And let's give V a shout out who works for you, right? V.
Do what now?
The lady named V.
Oh yeah.
Let's give her a shout out. She wasn't able to be here this weekend, but
She did our stickers.
she did our stickers and everything.
What happened?
Well,
Truck broke down.
truck broke down.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I hadn't heard
had
from
some
her.
kind
You
of
know,
car trouble.
I knew there's something wrong, but she'd be here. You know.
yeah. I was just giving her a shout out. But thank you so much, everybody, and thanks so much, Sammy. I'm Evan Dickerson on the Evan Dickerson Talk Show. You folks take care, dear.
Thank y'all. Thank you,
guys,
Evan. Appreciate you, buddy.
Thank you, Sammy. Take care, everybody.